guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Lexi The Leo, and today we're going to be talking about the 6 differences between a soulmate and a karmic relationship. So before we go into what the differences are, I want to talk about what a soulmate actually is and what a karmic relationship actually is, because I feel like a lot of the time people do not know the difference, and there's a little bit of confusion around this subject, and I wanted to clear it up. The reason I'm talking about it is because I've had soulmates and I've had karmic relationships, and that's why I'm talking about it. If you're wondering about a twin flame, I'm not the one for you. I don't think I have a twin flame in this lifetime. I don't know much about twin flames. If spirit tells me to say the word twin flame in a reading, then I will, but I've never experienced it, so I can't really tell you what the differences are. I can only go off my own experiences and what I've been through, so I'm going to be talking about that today. So start with a karmic relationship. Now, what a karmic relationship is: this is a soul that you have chosen to go through a set of experiences with, to go through a certain relationship with, in order to heal past karma that could either have been passed down from your family bloodline, or it could be passed from your past life. It's issues that you guys did not work through in your past life, and it's now playing out in this life for you guys to resolve that karma, and you and this person's soul chose to go through it, either because it was you and this person's soul that created that karma, or whether it's you guys have just created that contract to kind of work through that. Now, with a karmic relationship, this is a very tumultuous relationship. This is a relationship that doesn't last very long. This is a relationship that is very, very intense. They're not the relationships that you look back on and think, oh, remember that. You usually look back on that with a lot of trauma. There's a lot of trauma attracted to a karmic relationship, but this doesn't mean that that this person is a bad person. You guys just chose to go through those set of experiences so that your souls can grow, because what happens is the two souls will go through these wounds that they have created through their karma, and once that is played out, these particular souls will separate and go their separate ways once the karma has been resolved. That is a karmic relationship. These relationships usually make you as an individual a lot stronger as a person, and they do shake up your life in some way. Now, with a soulmate relationship, this is somebody that is usually part of your soul tribe. So this is a person that you would have probably had many lives with. Now, soulmates don't have to be relationships. They can be friendships. I know, because I have friends that are my soulmates. With a soulmate, they can either be a life partner and be with you for life, or they can come in for a couple of years, help you on a particular journey, and then you part ways. So with soulmates, it can usually differ. It doesn't usually have to be. They're not always somebody that's going to stay in your life forever, but you know when you've met a soulmate because they have this very homey feeling. And usually what happens is that soul and your soul have chosen to meet up in this lifetime and to spend some time with each other in this lifetime, to teach each other and be each other's best friends and be each other's teachers and help each other and just be with each other in this lifetime and share memories and work through things. It's more of a divine both a karmic relationship and a soulmate are divine connections, but one is a more tumultuous relationship and one is a more, you feel at home with that person. You know that they're a part of your soul tribe. So today I wanted to talk about the 6 differences so that you guys know the difference between them, because it can get confusing. So the first difference with a soulmate and a karmic relationship. The first difference is, if you are in a relationship or meeting a soulmate, there is going to be a natural give and take balance. When you meet somebody that is meant to be in your life for a little while or for the long run, there is going to be a mutual respect and understanding, and there is going to be a balance here. You guys are going to give as much as you get back. You're never going to be feeling drained. You're never going to be feeling like you're pouring from an empty cup. You two are going to come together and give the same amount. Now, it may be that one of you is more financially abundant, so one of you might take care of the finances more, while the other person will balance it out, like staying at home, cooking and cleaning. Like, it may, you know, be that way, but whatever the case, there is a balance in some way. One of you may be the more introvert, and one of you may be the more extrovert, and you guys teach each other how to become more introverted, to become more extroverted. But there is always a balance. No one is feeling left out. No one is feeling like drained and that they're overcompensating for the other. There is a perfect balance in a soulmate connection. Now, with a karmic connection, this is different, because with a karmic connection, one of you is going to be the giver and one of you is going to be the taker. One of you is going to be in that situation taken from that person, because the thing is about the karmic connection is you are learning past karma, and a lot of it usually manifests in regards to boundaries. So usually with a karmic relationship, it can manifest like the empath and the narcissist. The empath wants to give while the narcissist takes. There's no give and take. It is just one side is all giving, one side is all taking. One side is completely selfish and for themselves, while the other is giving too much. And that is a karmic connection, because there are wounds there. This person is overcompensating, and then they need to learn how to give for themselves. So they'll give and give and give to this narcissistic person, they'll give and give and give to this karmic connection and not get much back, and they will become drained until they learn that they have to give to themselves. That is a karmic connection. You guys are learning by this person not giving you this balance to give to yourself. That is the basis of that karmic connection. So with a soulmate, there is going to be a give and take and a balance, but with a karmic connection, there isn't going to be a balance. Maybe this person's trying to manipulate you. Maybe this person's trying to take control over your life. Maybe this person's obsessive. Maybe this person won't allow you the free will to go and do what you want. Again, boundaries. There's always boundaries that come into play with a karmic connection. So a soulmate is give and take, and a karmic relationship is one person giving a whole lot and one person being very selfish and not giving too much. That is the first difference. Now, the second difference is with a soulmate, this person's going to feel like home. You're going to feel like you've known them before, but in a way where it's peaceful. You feel like home. You feel comfortable. It's natural, it's flowing naturally. Yeah, okay, there may be restrictions, no relationship's perfect, but there isn't this this intense feeling like you want to run away. It's this homey feeling. This person makes you feel like you want to open up. This person feels safe. You know that this person is resonating on a specific energy field. But with a karmic relationship, this is not the case. With a karmic relationship, yes, you'll feel drawn to them. With a karmic relationship, yes, you may feel like you've met them before. But with a karmic relationship, this isn't a safe, homey feeling. This is a very intense feeling. Your head's going to be spinning. You're not going to know what's going on in this situation. You're going to be feeling like you're addicted to this person. There may be a situation where you both are very, very addicted to each other for some sort of time. And that's because all these energies are bubbling to the surface. This is a very intense connection. You feel like you can't think for yourself. You want to drop everything that you're doing and just focus on this one person. That is a karmic relationship, because that isn't healthy to be obsessively thinking of somebody and you two are just stuck on each other and it's like nothing else exists. And that's not necessarily healthy, because with a soulmate connection you want to build and it's a slow burner. But with a karmic relationship, it's like boom, and it's obsessive and it's addictive, and it's almost love-hate. In a karmic relationship, it's love-hate. You love them, but it's so intense. With a karmic relationship, it's so intense. It's like you feel every inch of them. I know, because I've been in one. It feels like you want to merge souls almost. It's like this really weird, undescribable, intense feeling where, and I'm talking from my experience now, where you just can't think of anything but them, and that is not healthy. So that's the second difference of a soulmate relationship and a karmic relationship. With a soulmate relationship, you guys are going to feel at home with them and feel at peace with them. There's a lot of peace in the situation. Even when things get tough, there's this love, this pure love. But with a karmic relationship, it's very intense. It's almost too much. And that is the second difference between the both. The third difference is the soulmate is going to give you room to grow, and the soulmate is going to help you grow. The soulmate is going to allow you to have this flowy energy where you can have your space and do your own thing and be your own person. It's like you can do your own thing, see your friends, and just be yourself, and you are an individual. Your soulmate, it's like two individuals coming together, and you give each other that space, and it's healthy. And there's that respect there that you guys have, where you guys are allowed to grow and go through things. But in a karmic relationship, this isn't the case, because a karmic relationship almost always creates a codependency, because there's always a runner, there is always a chaser. So there's always one person that's coming towards this connection with too much love, and one person that's coming towards the connection with not enough, or with their own kind of needs wanting to be met. And because of that, there is this codependency energy. In a karmic relationship, you almost feel like you can't live without the other person. That is not normal. That is not healthy. If you are in a relationship and you feel like you are nothing without that person, that's a karmic connection. There's low self-worth there. This person is mirroring that, and you guys are playing that out. And what you guys need to do is give yourself that self-worth, give yourself that self-love, and build yourself up, and walk away from what isn't serving you, because this is the lesson that you're supposed to be learning in that situation. Codependency is not healthy. In a healthy relationship, which would be a healthy soulmate relationship, you'll give each other time to grow and be yourselves. But in a karmic connection, that's not so. That person isn't going to allow you to do that, or they'll create a codependent energy. Maybe they'll pull away and come back, so you're always on edge with them, but there will be a codependent energy there in a karmic connection. So the fourth difference is, in a soulmate connection, this person will mirror your wounds but help you work through them. Maybe you're scared of commitment, and this person is going to bring that up to the surface but work through them with you, because your soulmates, you and your soulmate create this relationship where you come in to make each other better people and spend time and learn through each other. So you help each other to grow, you help each other work through these fears and issues, and you make each other better people. It's almost healing in a way. Your soulmate is supposed to help you become a better person. But in a karmic relationship, this plays out, but in a very different way. In a karmic relationship, this person's going to mirror your wounds, but they're not going to help you become a better person. They're going to like open you up, open all your wounds up. And by that, I mean they're going to play out your wounds and let you fix them yourself and run away. I'll give you guys an example. I'm an Aquarius moon, so I was very scared to open up to people. I'd watched my mother be hurt in the past. I was very scared of... Sorry guys, my camera cut out. But yeah, I was very scared of opening up. I was very scared of being vulnerable. I was very scared of being put in a position where I was going to get hurt. And every every situationship that I got into, they were coming at me with pure intentions, but I couldn't for the life of me open up. So what happened was, I met my karmic soulmate. Some people call them karmic soulmates. I met my karmic person, and this person was so intense, so obsessive, that I almost had nowhere to run. And because I felt these feelings for them straight away, they were so intense, I had nowhere to run, and I surrendered to the situation straight away, like it was fated to be, and I opened up and I became very vulnerable. The minute that I opened up and became vulnerable, this person hurt me in a lot of ways, physically, emotionally, like he mentally just did everything that I was scared of happening. So all of these wounds that I was frightened of, you know, mental abuse, emotional abuse, I was frightened of them. And this person came in and acted them out within myself. And this person came in and we acted out everything that I was scared of in a relationship. This person came in and our souls acted that out in this lifetime, and I was left abandoned. I had abandoned issues and I was left abandoned. I was left hurt. I was left emotionally scarred. You know what I mean? I had PTSD. Like, I was going through it because me and this person acted them out, and this person didn't come around to make sure that I was a better person. This person didn't help me heal. This person left and played out the abandonment issues, and I was left with all of these wounds that I was frightened to face in my hands, and it was a scary time. But had I not gone through that, I wouldn't be who I am today, and I wouldn't have learned so much about myself, and I wouldn't love myself as much as I do, and I wouldn't have as much self-worth as I do now, and I wouldn't be so open to relationships now, because I wasn't in the past, and I'm very open to them now. So that had to happen for me to work through it, because I had karma from a past life with this person that I needed to resolve, and that was me overcompensating in relationships and me not opening up to relationships. I was frightened of opening up because I'd overcompensated in the past, and I had to play that out and work that out. So that is a karmic relationship dynamic. So a soulmate dynamic, you guys are going to make each other better people, but in a karmic relationship, you guys the person's going to kind of open up your wounds and then run away, and you're left to deal with them, and that isn't right. But that is a karmic connection. Now, the fifth difference is with a soulmate connection, yes, of course, all relationships need work. Yes, okay, sometimes there's a spanner in the road that you guys need to work on. But with a soulmate connection, it's going to flow. Even when things are going wrong a little bit, you still have that connection to that person. You're not going to feel like, oh, does this person want to be with me? Maybe on a lighter level, but not to a deep, intense level. Like, it's going to flow, especially in the beginning stages with a soulmate relationship. It's going to flow to an extent, and it's going to be a lot easier. Whereas with a karmic connection, it's tumultuous. A karmic relationship is so tumultuous. You never know where you stand. This person is always going to be bringing up triggers. You guys are going to keep triggering each other. There's always going to be blocks in the road. With a soulmate relationship, there may be blocks, but you work through them. With a karmic relationship, it's like the minute you work through that block, another one happens, another one happens. It's tumultuous. It's flipped on its head. In a karmic relationship, it's like you're fighting a lost cause. You know that you're not really supposed to be together, but it's like that intensity is keeping you there because these karmic wounds are playing out. So that is the fifth difference. A soulmate relationship is going to flow like a river, and you guys are going to be able to get over things a lot easier. But with a karmic connection, this is going to be very, very hard for you to keep sustaining because it's not meant to be. So now the sixth and final difference between a soulmate and a karmic relationship is, yes, okay, soulmate connections sometimes don't last. Sometimes you were supposed to be together for a little while and then you move on. But a soulmate connection will usually last a length. Sometimes it'll last a whole lifetime, sometimes it will last years, sometimes it will turn into friendship. So usually they will last a certain amount of time. They'll be with you for a period of your life, and by that can be 2 years, that can be 5 years, that can be 10 years, that can be your whole life. But it's going to be healthy, and you guys are going to have this mutual respect with that person. You guys are not going to have any hate towards that person, because you guys are going to love each other on a soul level, because this is a soulmate, and you guys are still maybe even going to be in contact. Maybe you guys were childhood, you know, boyfriend and girlfriend, and you were with each other, but even though you guys have moved on now, you still have that love for that person. That is a soulmate relationship, and they will be with you through periods of your life, if not the whole hog. But with a karmic connection, this does not last longer than 3 to 6 months. This connection will usually be rushed into. A lot of people with karmic connections usually, there's usually proposing that happens very quickly in a karmic connection. I know, because I've been there. Proposing happens very quickly in a karmic relationship. You will get proposed to, or they will propose to you, because of that intensity. It's like, yes, we're soulmates, and then it all kind of flips on its head. And yeah, there's a lot, it will end as quick as it starts. So you will jump into this connection, you will think they're the best thing ever, it's so intense, and then it will fall on its head very, very, very quickly with a karmic connection. I don't know why I'm smiling, because I was not smiling while I was going through it at all. But it's funny. They usually last between 3 to 6 months, but sometimes they can come back, because if you do not learn the lesson of your karmic situation, they will come back. This happened with me. I went through a karmic connection that lasted 3 to 4 months. All in all, the whole situation with this person lasted around 6 months, and it was very tumultuous, very up and down, very traumatic for me. And we stopped speaking, and I didn't really learn my lesson. I learned some lessons because there was a lot, but I didn't learn the self-love and self-worth lessons, and it was playing out in other relationships. And we didn't speak for a long time, and then Mercury retrograde happened a couple of years later, when I was more advanced spiritually, and this person turned up again, and we both found ourselves playing the same roles again, but this time I was able to look at it from a spiritual perspective and know that it was a karmic relationship, and I was able to learn my lesson and spot that lesson, which is kind of why I'm doing this video today, for you guys to be able to tell. So I was able to spot that lesson. But in those 3 years where we were not in communication, I was planning out that exact same relationship with everybody that came into contact with me, because I had not learned the lesson of this karmic relationship. And he came back 3 years later to kind of put that final situation to rest and have me learn my lesson. And that's when I was able to look inwards and find my own self-love and my own self-worth. So I really am so grateful for my karmic relationship, because I now love myself. I now know I'm a queen, and I wouldn't have realized that had I not gone through it. So yeah, that is the difference between a soulmate and a karmic. A soulmate, you're still going to be friends with them, you're still going to love them, you're still going to want to be around them. But with a karmic connection, it ends usually quite badly, and it's, you know, you have to work on those heals on your you need to work on healing those wounds on your own. And it's hard. Karmic relationships are hard, but it's for your own soul's growth, and you and this person chose to go through these situations so that you could heal from them. So those are the differences between a soulmate and a karmic. So those are the differences between a soulmate. So those are the differences between a soulmate and a karmic relationship. So I hope I was able to give you guys some clarity. I know the minute that I realized what a soulmate and a karmic relationship was, I was able to finally look for the lesson and learn my lesson in the situation. So I hope if you guys are in a karmic relationship that So I hope if you guys are in a karmic relationship that you are able to spot the pattern and you guys are able to break that. I'm sending you so much love and so much strength to be able to break that. If you are in that situation, just know that you deserve everything that you're putting into a relationship back, and you shouldn't settle for less. And if you are in a soulmate relationship, then happy days for you. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please like, comment and subscribe. Let me know how this was for you guys, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next video.